The Northern Territory's remote landscapes still have some of the strictest movement restrictions in place to protect vulnerable Indigenous communities from COVID-19. But it's at this time of year, before the top end's bushfire season, that Aboriginal rangers need to access rugged areas to do preventative burning to protect wildlife and reduce carbon emissions. That's forced the rangers, governments and land councils to collaborate to ensure the work can go ahead.
Deep in Arnhem Land, the Wattakan Rangers have managed to get themselves into the air. Every dry season, they usually burn a network of fire breaks into the land to stop wildfires and the release of millions of tonnes of carbon emissions. This year, they feared coronavirus restrictions might prevent their work.
Not really understanding how far we could move, whether we were stuck in our communities.
The Northern Territory's Indigenous-owned remote areas still have strict rules in place, preventing people from moving around.
We are really scared because we're really in small population, especially we got kids and old ladies that we are worrying about.
Under government rules, they've had to take precautions, like making sure their town-based staff, including pilots, quarantine before travelling into the bush.
Having to do 14 days to return each time, regardless of who you are, means that everyone will have to do long distance.
They've negotiated movement permits with governments, police and Indigenous land councils.
And that was a pretty big exercise. There was a whole lot of groups all getting lots of people to sign many pieces of paper in a row.
It is essential work and it's critical that our rangers continued that work.
The rangers are keen to get their fire prevention work well underway now because they realise that if any coronavirus cases emerge in remote areas, that movement restrictions could be tightened even further.
We'll end up in a situation where our capacity to respond to late dry season wildfires will be very much reduced.
While they've been able to start their burning work, the rangers are very worried the federal government hasn't funded the website they use to track fires via satellite beyond June.
Without NAFI, we'll be essentially trying to manage fire across tens of thousands of square kilometres blind.
We're just very concerned that the funding could fall through the cracks of government.
The federal government says it's considering funding options, but there's no firm commitment yet. Jane Bardon, ABC News.